Moms with aspiration, moms are inspirations, moms in circulation, moms at their workstations. Mom, 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 they make a nation. Mom, this is a mom nation.
Hey moms, it's Katie here with More Than a Mom with Katie and Beth. And unfortunately, my lovely co-host Beth could not be with us today, but that is okay because I have an incredible guest for you today and I am so excited to get to talking to her. But before, if you could do me a favor, no matter what platform you are listening to this podcast on, if you could please follow us, like, comment, send us in your feedback, share with your friends. We would really like to hear what you have to say about our content and about the information and resources that we've been sharing. And we'd also love to know anything that we haven't brought to you yet that you'd love for us to bring to you. We are wanting to serve this community as best we can, so we would appreciate any and all feedback to help us do that. So the More Than a Mom podcast, basically, it's our group, Mom Nation AZ. We actually have anonymous requests. So moms write in anonymously with issues, with life issues, parenting issues. This one happens to be a weight issue. We've got a mom that's struggling with weight and motivation. So anything that you're experiencing, definitely complete the little form that is traveling around the group, or you can go to momnationaz.com, go to More Than a Mom. That link there on our website will get you to the anonymous form that you fill out that sends it over to us. And then from there, we create the show. So without further ado, I am so excited to have Amanda with Hybrid Fit Club on the show today. Say hello, Amanda.
Hi, everyone.
So tell us just a little bit about yourself and your background and kind of how you and I connected.
All right. Well, first of all, I am a mom. I have 4 children ranging from ages 16 down to 6. I'm a labor and delivery nurse, so I know a lot about moms and babies. And then I have been kind of evolving through fitness, different forums for the past 15 years or so since I had my first child, and trying to figure out what works for me and what I like and what keeps me going. So I have run marathons and triathlons, and currently right now I'm doing competitive bodybuilding in the bikini division, and I found some pretty good success there. So I've been sticking with it.
Awesome. And I'm so excited to have you on because, girlfriend, you have a banging body. I have seen the pictures.
Thank you so much.
It's not, and I know that it's not so much about looks, but it's more about health. And I'm sure that you're certainly healthy, but dang, you look good after 4 kids. Let me be the one to tell you that today if you haven't heard it yet.
Thank you so much. And I'm a firm believer that it's really possible for just about anyone.
Awesome. Well, let's help out this mom that we have that wrote into the show. Her alias name is Needing Motivation. And here's what Needing Motivation says. I've struggled with my weight my whole life. I have a desk job, so I don't move much. What are some tips to help get motivated to working out and losing weight? Any events that help build each other up or support each other with something like this? So she's asking a few different questions here, really.
Mm-hmm.
But let's start at the beginning. She's having trouble getting motivated. I'm sure you've run into this at some point in your life or in with those that you coach and train.
Absolutely. I think it is actually a daily struggle for anyone in fitness, whether or not you're an athlete, just staying motivated to get the workout done, to stick with whatever nutrition program that you're on to help you get to that next level. For me, a major breakthrough kind of happened a few years ago. Being a mom, I think, is a really strong and powerful thing. And I kind of started relating my own body to mothering it and, parenting myself in a way. So I found motivation with that in that, we get out of bed to take care of our sick children. So I can get out of bed early to work out before work. So it was just kind of like that light bulb moment for me. I know it's not going to be the same for every person out there. It's really just about, staying consistent and trying different things until you find what works. So that has been something that I tell myself when I first started on my fitness journey. It was, getting up in the morning and going to the gym before work. And I work 12-hour shifts, and they're very busy and they're exhausting as it is, but getting training in, especially for bodybuilding, is really important in lifting those weights. So I would sometimes oversleep, but I would still get up and go through the motions of going to the gym, even if it was only for 5 minutes, just to stay in that mental place of that, nope, we're still going to go, even if it's only for 5 minutes. So those kind of things build on each other and help you to stay motivated because it becomes habit.
I love that. And I love the word that you used somewhere in there, and it was mindset. Really, motivation begins there, would you say?
Absolutely. And, as much as I want to impart all my knowledge and my mindset on other people, it's really about you grasping it for yourself. When you have that realization, when it all starts to settle in for you. I have the experience of being both, a fit mom and an unfit mom, someone who's happy with where I'm at physically and someone who's miserable. And I want moms to not feel so unhappy with their body that it actually devastates their motivation. And I think that happens a lot. I know it did happen with me. So mindset is a huge key factor to long-term success.
Let's talk a little bit about that. So let's just say I'm a mom that is unhappy with my body at this point, yet the unhappiness and the beating myself up about being unhappy about where I'm at this point is actually a huge roadblock in moving forward to changing that.
Yes, absolutely. I think that it's kind of a pit that a lot of us fall into. I speak with a lot of women, people in my family, who really, really struggle with their own weight and their own issues, and definitely having that experience with it. You almost don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to put your fitness clothes on because you don't feel good in any part of your life. So getting past that, learning how to embrace where you're at. I always think of motherhood too as an evolution. So I think we get very stuck in this. I want to get back to where I was before I was pregnant, my pre-pregnancy weight, my pre-pregnancy body, instead of an evolution of, oh, well, now I have had children and now this is my woman's body and I'm moving forward in evolution. The best is actually yet to come, instead of looking backwards, looking forward. So that has also helped me to stay motivated and just in the belief
our bodies now
every day that my best is still on the horizon.
Our body didn't do this miraculous thing like literally pass a human child. I mean, it's pretty miraculous.
Yes, absolutely. And, being a labor and delivery nurse, I see women of all different shapes and sizes and fitness levels come in and deliver their babies. And it's always, a stunning, miraculous, you're part of this wonderful club that you can only get there one way. So that has changed my perspective from just experiencing it as an outsider looking in about how we are all kind of physically part of the same journey. So, I also liken it to when you look at someone who's gone through puberty, they don't look back at their childhood body and want to go back to that. No, they want to move forward into their stronger, mature body. And that's really what becoming a mother is. So a lot changed for me when I started embracing my post-baby body. And that didn't happen until after I had my fourth baby, where I finally went, okay, I'm just going to embrace where I'm at, believe that the best is yet to come for me personally. And if I try and nothing happens, well, that's okay. And that's when everything really started to change. I started to notice a huge difference in myself physically.
That's amazing. And that's a huge light bulb on top of my head right there, with just the way you relate it to a teenager and what they go through, and they don't look back at their childlike body and wish for that. That's big right there. What are some other ways that maybe you kind of, I imagine it's a slow progression to gain this motivation. What are some other ways that you went from being unfit mom to fit mom? like in the beginning? How did you get there?
Well, it's that mindset. First of all, the decision, I want to do this, I want to try. I think that there are several different factors in creating that full package for yourself. Being willing to try and fail is okay. So trying different things. I'm a structure person, so I do need that consistent structure, pre-written workouts, nutrition, things like that to keep me on track. I need a goal. Either it's a race or right now it's for me competitions. Those really help keep me structured. Involving yourself in a community. So maybe you have friends who want to go on that journey with you. Becoming part of a forum where there's involving fitness that increases your chances of success because you are more vested in it. So things like that. And I love the online training format. That has worked really well for me. Hybrid Fit Club does offer online training. I offer online training through Hybrid Fit Club. Those are all things that people can check out. And it's just a matter of continuing to try until you find something that works for you.
And be passionate about
something
right?
that you
Because
can be consistent with.
If you're not passionate about what you're doing,
term.
if you're just doing something because, Joe Schmo down the street did it and it worked for them, but it's really not something you love, you're not going to stick to it.
Absolutely. And I think that definitely consistency when it comes to, we kind of overcomplicate things too. We put all of our eggs in one basket. Well, I'm going to do Zumba and really focus on just taking my Zumba classes. And then after a month or so, maybe lose interest a little bit. So we stop working out completely. Studies have shown that what increases people's fitness long term is consistency, movement, vegetable intake, fiber intake. So there's so many factors that go into it. But personally, I would say the most important thing is just make it a habit to move. If you, weightlifting for me has been like changing. It changed my figure completely. I was a cardio junkie. I ran a lot. It did keep my weight down, but it never really gave me the body that I wanted. So transitioning into weightlifting has been a great change for me. But as far as long-term fitness goes, I've always found a way just to simply stay active. And that's kind of what I would like to, what do I want to say? What I would like to push here is like, even if it's just walking for 10 minutes, 3 times a day after every meal, a year from now, you're going to have a better fitness level than when you started.
That's a really good point. And it's actually a good lead into the next question that I was going to ask is, do you have any suggestions for easy exercises for our moms to just begin? And what you just said is a great example. So, you have dinner, you go do circles around your house for 5 minutes. I mean, if you haven't been doing even that much activity, just that and being consistent with that is going to push you forward.
Absolutely. And that is probably the biggest change that I actually promote, not just with my clients, but even with people who are just coming up to me and asking like, wow, how did you get so fit? Are all these kids yours? I get that one all the time. And I say, start simple with something that you can do, every day and know that you're consistent. So right now I have someone that I am coaching and they are trying to lose quite a bit of weight. And it's okay, can you walk for 30 minutes a day? And actually she's been able to walk for 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening. And this is something that she's really learning how to incorporate in her life and enjoy. So it doesn't have to be going to the gym and killing yourself in a kickboxing class. Start with something that you can manage and fit into your life. And that 30 minutes that you've blocked off for walking may eventually evolve into gym time, into a class, into something. It's just a matter of start with something that you can manage long term, that you can see yourself doing every day.
So and a lot of people, I think, get thrown off in the beginning because they think it has to be this big grandiose plan. Like, I've got to go to the gym and work out for an hour and a half every single day, twice a day. And it's not. It's really not.
Yeah, and I'm not big on, all or nothing plans. I don't have too much confidence in those 30-day jump starts, and I've seen a lot of people crash and burn on these because it is kind of like you jump into a boot camp class or whatnot, you get really sore, you wind up not going back for a couple days, and just really challenging to incorporate that into your life. So yes, for long term, I always sit with the mentality too, and I've heard a lot of other bikini athletes say this: when you get to a healthier place, you're asking yourself, would I do this for 5 years? Would I want my child to do this? And if the answer is no, then it's probably not healthy. It's probably not going to last you for as long as you want, as long as you need to really see a change.
Right. And it's, we talked about it just a little bit at the beginning of the show. It's a good idea to plug into a support system as well, maybe a forum like you suggested, or a whole bunch of friends, or at least some other people. So you can kind of share what's going on with you, realize that you're not the only person on the planet that is going through it. And it helps to retain motivation, I think, when you have others that are going through the same thing. Would you say?
Absolutely. And sometimes that's as simple as one person, and sometimes it's a whole group of people. So sometimes having a coach that you can relate with, that you can personalize that with, or just having a whole support group of women, or, mixed couples, or whatever it is that works for you. But long term, those people tend to do a lot better when they have a support around them.
Gotcha. Totally makes sense. Totally understand. And Hybrid Fit Club offers a forum, yes?
Absolutely. We have a private web Facebook for members, and also we're on Instagram as well, where Coach Kevin will take you through some simple workouts and things like that. And those things are all things that you can chime into and just check out and see if it's something that you would be interested in.
Awesome. Where can our audience get that? Where would they go?
Well, hybridfitclub.com has all the information and links to all the different social medias. Also, Coach Kevin does have a YouTube channel where he offers nutrition advice. I do a lot of recipes on my Instagram page, because nutrition is the other part of it. So fitness, activity, movement, I think that is super important. Our member asking the question today says that she has a desk job. That's hard for a lot of people out there to stay active when they're getting the minimum, just because they're spending most of their day sitting. So some simple things that you can do at home are offered on these websites as well, to make it where if you don't have access to a gym, or you only have 10 minutes in the morning, that's not 10 minutes wasted.
Right. I totally agree. I actually have the online, one of the programs, and it's awesome. The app that Coach Kevin has is amazing. You can keep track of, your nutrition. You can keep track of your workouts, what you worked out. It's amazing. I would suggest anybody interested in this type of thing, definitely get connected or check it out. Amanda, what if they want to get in touch with you directly? How do we do that?
I have an email. My email is martinezamanda08@yahoo.com, and you are more than welcome to contact me personally, and I will give you information or answer questions if you have them. I'm just super excited to be in a position where I can help other moms get past all the self-doubts and all the angst that goes along with the package of becoming a mom.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you being on the show so much. Is there anything that I didn't ask you that I should have asked you?
Well, just that if anyone else out there has more questions for me or would like more advice, I'd be happy to come back and answer more questions.
Awesome. Well, we would love to have you in future episodes. I'm sure this topic will come up again. It is a hot one. Thank you again, Amanda.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
All right, moms. Bye-bye.
Moms with aspiration, moms are inspirations, moms in circulation, moms at their workstations. Mom, they make a nation. This is a mom nation.